Hi, and welcome to Forrester High School Senior Phase Award Ceremony. The setting is a little bit different to normal, but then what's normal? Since lockdown, a lot of things have had to change. But one thing for sure we wouldn't change was our ability to recognise the success of our young people. So many of you had worked so hard right up to the point when the country went into lockdown and have continued to work hard since then. So your success deserves recognition. And many of you hopefully will be back next year when the setting will be more familiar. Many of you are going on to pastures new, and we feel that this is a fitting way to recognise your success in your final year at Forrester High School. The other part that's going to be different is that it's not me that's going to introduce the prizes this year. That goes to the departmental staff. So without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy, and I hand over to the Art Department for the Excellence in Art Award.
This is for the Anna Burnett Award for Excellence in Art and Design. This pupil has been chosen for this award in recognition to her focus and dedication to her ideas, which are a testament to her inner confidence and creativity. She tirelessly develops her skills and ideas and finds ways to improve on areas she believes need work. She leads by example by dedicating as much time as possible to her creative practice. The pupil winning this award is Eve Shields.
She has really throughout the year shown a willingness to engage with every aspect of the course. She embodies that willingness to find out about the world and to use that knowledge to go on and help people. She can be quiet at times, but when she wanted to know something, she was really key in asking questions and building conversations that were important for the entire class. Throughout the year, and especially during the assignment, she really showed what it was to be a pupil at Forrester, and she thoroughly deserves the Biology Award this year. The award for biology has gone to Fatima.
Hi there, I've come to announce the Excellence in Business Award for our senior school. This award is the Mingus Dougal Award. Many years ago, Mingus Dougal ran a national competition looking for potential young entrepreneurs. A group of youngsters from Forrester High School won the competition, and each year since, the Business Education Department has recognised this trait in some of our students. The award therefore goes to a 6th year pupil who has contributed towards their own success and that of the subjects that they have followed within our department. This year, the winner of the award is an excellent student who has studied Business Management at National 5, achieving an A pass, and Higher Business Management and Higher Admin and IT in her 6th year. She has an excellent work ethic and completes her work to a very high standard. She's got a natural flair for business and has shown herself to be diligent in her studies. She studied Admin and IT for the first time this year and always strived to achieve the best that she could. Personally, I have been very impressed with her self-motivation and ability to work on her own initiative this year. She is planning to continue her studies in business education next year by studying business at university. Courtney Reeve. Well done, Courtney.
Senior Chemistry Awards. The nominee for this year's award has shown throughout the year a high level of motivation, determination and hard work. As a result, she's gone on to achieve some fantastic grades that she should be proud of. From research to reaction rates, problem solving to practicals, she's always given her very best effort. But on top of this year's nominee has shown herself to be a kind, supportive peer member and of course a much valued Kahoot team member too. Congratulations this year to Kanta Hossein. Well done.
The Scott McClymont Award for Excellence in Computing. This student was disappointed with his higher computing science grade from last year, and so he returned to the department this session absolutely determined to improve. From day one of the course, it was clear that he was focused on his goal and he has been working and studying hard to ensure that he gave himself the best chance of achieving an A pass. Unfortunately, because of the unprecedented situation that we find ourselves in through COVID-19, this student will not have the chance to test himself in the final exam this year. But we have seen that he has consistently produced A-grade standard work throughout. In addition to his work in computing science, he has produced an outstanding project in higher computer games development, developing a 2D roguelike game using C# and Unity. Tremendous work this year. Well done, and we wish you every success as you further develop your computing science skills at university. And this award goes to Sandy Jameson.
This is the Senior Award for Craft Design and Technology. So the recipient of this award for this year has worked really hard throughout the course of the year. They've done really well in both the practical and the theory aspects of the course, gaining a really good mark in their prelim and an excellent mark in their practical assignment as well, which is rare. They've also got a great understanding of how to motivate themselves. I don't think I've ever seen a student who's quite so motivated to be successful as this person has been. They've been a real credit to themselves and I'm sure the team behind the scenes as well. They've never missed an opportunity to ask a question or to challenge the status quo, challenge the way that I'm thinking or the way that I'm doing things in order to gain a fuller understanding of what's expected and what's actually going on. They've also never been afraid to celebrate their own successes, which I think is fantastic. You know, I don't think enough people are good at celebrating when they've done something well. It's like Muhammad Ali said, it's not bragging if you can back it up, and they've certainly been able to back it up, which has been fantastic. So the winner of the Senior CDT Prize for this year is Ellie Yunson.
Senior Award for Excellence in Drama. After S1, this student spent some time away from drama, and then he returned this year wasting absolutely no time in working hard from the start as he hit the ground running. It's been an interesting year all round, but this student has never been faced by any challenges that have come his way, and he's always continued to impress and improve anytime he's been faced with any challenges that he's needed to overcome. He has displayed great creativity in his acting ability, with his interpretation of characters, a real commitment in ensuring he achieves the highest standard that he can possibly achieve in all his presentation and theory work. He is always respectful, he's always conscientious and focused in every lesson, displaying a real passion and drive for the subject of drama inside school and outside as well. His interests and skills and performance outside of school have added to his confidence, helping him when he has needed it to take on more challenging roles within the subject. He always maintains a mature approach. He always works to a high standard and engages with anything with an open mind to new ideas and topics covered whenever that opportunity has arisen within the department. It is an absolute pleasure having him back in the drama department, and I am delighted to award him this year's Excellence in Drama's Prize. Seniors, the Bank of Scotland Salver for Excellence in Drama this year goes to Logan Feeney.
The Julie Sked Award for Excellence in English. Nathan has shown a real talent for English throughout his year studying advanced higher. In class discussions, he has consistently made insightful comments about class texts and unseen passages, demonstrating his astute understanding of the writer's craft. He has worked reliably and independently on his coursework, particularly impressing us with his dissertation, which focused on 19th century Russian classic literature. His detailed and sophisticated discussion of these texts was outstanding. His folio pieces were lively and interesting, demonstrating a confident command of language in order to both express himself and persuade others. Nathan has been a real pleasure to teach this year, and we wish him all the very best for the future.
Maya has been an absolute star in the geography department this year. Her hard work, both in class and at home, and willingness to take on feedback has ensured she has attained very high marks in National 5 Geography. Her organisational skills throughout the year ensured her notes became a fantastic revision resource, and she has always been sure to keep Miss Craig on her toes in terms of questioning. Despite the abrupt end to her time in school, Maya's continuous effort has meant she can move into higher geography knowing she gave it all this year and got the results to prove it. Aside from her standout performance in class, Maya has been a fantastic help to the Social Subjects Department this year, particularly to Miss Craig and to myself, Miss McLean. From helping prepare resources to volunteering as a helper at the P7 Open Evening, she's been an outstanding role model in showing respect, taking responsibility and having a willingness to get involved. The skills she's developed in geography have helped her also excel in her Duke of Edinburgh Award endeavours. She has achieved her Bronze Award and is now working towards silver. And I'm very, very pleased to see that she is focusing on using digital mapping and looking at areas struck by natural disasters using geographical information systems. All in all, we have to say a huge well done, Maya. I wish you every success both in school and out.
When Erin walked into history as an S1 student, it was clear that she was a kind, organized and quiet student. While the years passed, Erin's organization skills, commitment to her work and her efforts to do better all the time increased too. As a senior history student, Erin's work ethic and commitment are a prominent part of why she has achieved so much. This award is to demonstrate that the Social Subjects Department and Erin's history teachers are grateful for the effort she has consistently put in. They are honored to have seen her continuing to improve, achieve and set a fantastic example for her classmates. They are also very glad that beyond this academic award, they have seen the kind and quiet girl developing into a generous, fair, deep-thinking, politically and socially aware individual. Erin, best of luck with your studies and personal life experiences.
Award for Excellence in Home Economics. The award for Senior Home Economics goes to a student who has over the course of the year always pushed for success. Hospitality is a very busy, demanding course filled with complex combinations of planning and organising, time management and control, along with exceptional hygiene and safety measures throughout. All of these are undertaken in a stressful, time-restricting, busy environment. Throughout the year, you have always given great precision to all the work that you have done, and this has proved hugely successful to you this year. It has been a pleasure to teach you in hospitality. The award for excellence in home economics goes to Sophie Meredith.
The award for excellence in mathematics, sponsored by the Lloyds Banking Group. Throughout his time in the Forrester Maths department, this young person has consistently worked hard to achieve perfection. Last year, in paper 2 of his National 5 exam, he dropped only 1 mark, getting 59 out of 60. This year, he quickly put the disappointment of that drop mark behind him as he set about making the step up to higher. While many students find this step a stern challenge, he took it in his stride and he has continued to make exceptional progress at this level. Unfortunately, because of the unprecedented situation that we find ourselves in through COVID-19, he will not get the opportunity to test his math skills in the higher exam, and instead he will need to aim for 100% at advanced higher next year. It is important to note that this young person is not the type of student that likes to keep their math skills and knowledge to themselves. Instead, he makes it his duty to help others in the class patiently, mostly patiently, explaining the maths concepts and thus helping his peers to make improvement too. He has developed into an outstanding mathematician at Forrester High School, and we wish him every success with his S6 year and beyond. And this award goes to Jake Douglas.
Christina joined Forrester and the Modern Language Department with basic language skills in English, and through the medium of a language that she was developing herself, has mastered not one, not two, but 3 modern languages during her time in the department. She started with German and then picked up Spanish, and most recently completed a National 4 course very comfortably in 1 year as a complete beginner. She's an inspiration to her peers, and she works with such positive and can-do attitude. Her ability to share what has worked with her with her peers is inspirational, and she has had us all captivated when she shared her tips for beating exam pressure. Her understanding of how language works is extraordinary, and it's been a pleasure working with her over the last 3 years. It gives us great pleasure to award the Senior Excellence in Modern Languages to an outstanding polyglot. Very well done to Christina Zarkali.
The award for Excellence in Modern Studies. The winner of the Senior Award for Modern Studies this year is a truly exceptional student. She's well organised, self-disciplined and hard-working. Her National 5 investigation into mental health policy in Scottish education was original and well researched. She deserves to achieve a very strong qualification in modern studies later this year. On top of all of this, she's kind and helpful to others and was a pleasure to teach this year. The winner is Amina Gulzar.
The Excellence in Music Award sponsored by the Edinburgh Academy of Music and Sound. This young person has worked consistently hard throughout the course of the year and has shown a real natural flair and talent for music. They have performed excellently in assessments and written a very good composition, along with producing an outstanding performance programme. This student has also committed to extracurricular activities, giving up their lunchtimes to prepare to represent the department and school at concerts, playing as both part of a group and as a solo performer. This young person has worked throughout the year to consolidate their skills across a music curriculum, doing all work asked of them and to a very high standard. This student is excellent at providing support and assistance to their peers, which not only helps them to get to grips with difficult concepts, but boosts their own confidence and understanding. This young person has been a real pleasure to teach for this year. The winner is Hannah Marshall.
This award is for excellence in physical education. This pupil is a very conscientious, hard-working and extremely dedicated who gives up her time to run various extracurricular clubs. She has excelled in higher PE this year, and we are thrilled to have her back in the department for advanced higher and higher dance. She is able to evaluate and provide depth to her answers. Her homework is always completed to a high standard, and she's a real pleasure to teach and have in the department. So the winner is Bethany Waters.
Senior Physics Award. Throughout the year, this young person has used his initiative to build and perfect his knowledge of physics. With a sound plan and a clear aim, he's been proactive and highly organised. As a result, he's managed to secure and display a complete mastery of the physics course. Very impressive. Well done, and congratulations this year goes to Jake Douglas.
Evening everyone, this is the Senior Award in Excellence in RNPS. This student has worked consistently hard throughout the course of the year and has shown a real natural flair for both religion and philosophy. She has performed excellently in all assessments and has produced some excellent work in homework as well. She has shown herself to be really interested in the subject and takes real pride in the work that she produces. She asks questions about the work that we are doing in class and how to progress well in the subject. She's been a real pleasure to teach this year and in previous years, and I wish her all the best in the future. The winner is Morgan Herbertson, S6. Thank you.
This award is for the Lloyds Banking Group Resilience Award. The recipient and winner of this award is somebody who has shown a great amount of determination, passion and commitment over the course of his past 6 years here at Forrester High School. He's been an absolute delight to have in Redpath House, although I think he's given Miss Stewart the runaround, but can he capture? The winner of this award is Jason Howie.
This year's winners of the Rotary Shield are a group of S6 pupils that are very close to my heart. Before Mrs Forbes went off on maternity leave, the LGBT group became the Qualities group at Forrester. The first job for this group of students was to change our board in the foyer over to the Equalities group board, and every month they've displayed a variety of festivals going on in the world to celebrate diversity and to celebrate also the protected categories. We have had 3 dress down days this year, or we should have had 3 dress down days. Our first was Show Racism the Red Card, and we raised nearly £200. One of our pupils decided the money would be best spent sending it to the Caribbean, where Hurricane Dorian had left 50 people dead and 70,000 people in need of urgent assistance. Our second dress down day was Purple Friday, a huge celebration at Forrester High School, but this year the first time without Mrs Forbes or the Western Hills Youth Agency. We signed our flags and we had a bake sale and raised nearly £400. The S6 pupils who formed this group have worked tirelessly over the year and really pushed themselves to make sure that everybody knows that there's a space for everybody at Forrester. This year's winners of the Rotary Shield are Zandea, Camilla, Snezana, Jenny, Shervelle, Robin, Getchin and Reese. Well done guys, you've made us really, really proud.
Personal Achievement Award is someone who throughout their time at Forrester has shown drive and ambition. It might not always have been towards schoolwork, but if they set their mind to something, they made sure they achieved it. They are determined and motivated, and this often made them seem like a natural leader whenever we were working with them. Their witty sense of humour, charisma and jokey personality made sessions and groups very fun, and we are sure this will take them far in life. We are excited to see where they end up. It's been a pleasure working with them over the past 6 years, and we are so happy that this year's recipient of our award is Jason Howie.
So this year the Wider Achievement Award goes to Chevelle Henry. She absolutely deserves this. I remember one of the extracurricular things she got involved with was the Extinction Rebellion protests, and it wasn't that she just went along. She went along, she knew why she was there, she knew what she wanted out of it, but she also spoke to a lot of the people there, and she realised that it wasn't as straightforward and not everybody knew really what they wanted out of it. And she came back, and I remember her telling me that she had not only learned more about extinction on the planet, climate change, but she'd also learned that sometimes people need to do a lot more reading than they've done about certain things, and that showed a level of maturity and complexity that really stands her above and beyond almost anyone I've taught at that age. And the main, I have to say for me, reason that she gets this award is of course the Science Club, which she ran fantastically. It was a little safe geek corner for everybody, and she thoroughly deserves this award. Chevelle, good luck.
It would be difficult to give this award to one pupil without the other. Both have shown extreme commitment over their schooling career in the PE department, giving up their evenings to take first-class coaching sessions for the junior pupils, travelling across the city at weekends off their own back to stand on the sidelines on cold and wet mornings. Never giving myself a moment's peace after school to come down and discuss tactics and pit formations. If there was ever anything that needs done, these two are always on standby and ready to deliver, whether it be helping out with these events or even coming along and helping me light and run the dance show. So, the winners are Alex Lamb and Kieran Miller.
Well, this is all a bit strange and unexpected. When we were planning the school year, no one could have anticipated that we would be doing a reward ceremony online and that I would be recording this from my kitchen. It's a bit more difficult for me this year because usually I would just use last year's speech, give it a bit of a dust down and hope that no one noticed. One thing's for sure, I won't be using this one again. As we have seen, we have outstanding young people in our school, and although not all have been recognised formally here, we should acknowledge the many great examples of success our young people achieve across a whole range of activities. All of our prize winners and nominees have done exceptionally well in different areas, and all have been chosen because they exemplify a number of special qualities which are important to achieving success. These are qualities which stand out particularly during lockdown and as we move forward, such as self-motivation and the determination to succeed, taking responsibility for their own learning and achievement. Well done to all our prize winners, and I hope you will continue to enjoy success as you move forward in school and beyond. I wish we could have been together to celebrate your achievements, but alas, that has not been possible. Nevertheless, I look forward to seeing everyone back at school as things return to normal. Thank you all for your effort and support over the year, and particularly during this difficult time. I should also pay tribute to our staff who have been working so hard under the strangest of circumstances, trying to keep everyone on track with their learning as well as planning for August. In particular, I should thank Alison Stewart and Hannah Craig for the hard work, patience and digital brilliance in bringing these clips together, and also Sharon Alloway for compiling tonight's programme. I was able to steal that bit from last year. Thank you all for coming along or for tuning in, and I wish you and your families all the best for the summer, although this one might not feel like a holiday. I look forward to seeing everyone back safe and well and to things gradually returning to normal. Thank you.